You are not good enough. This is what I often feel whenever I'm doing something. This is often what many other people around me feel, and what they experience is that they believe that they're not good enough to be part of some sort of elite club, whatever that particular thing is. And this is not unusual for many of us to feel like this, that we're not worthy, we're not good enough, we're not part of the club, we don't have the right looks, we don't have the right education, we don't have the right, whatever it is, the right pedigree, and we believe that we're not good enough. And frankly, we need to remember, or we need to go back to think about why we actually feel like this. This is probably because some sort of experience that you had growing up where you feel like this. I remember many experiences like that, especially when I was in high school, where I felt very alone and I was by myself. I remember many moments where I just wanted to belong. I wanted to be part of something, but I couldn't be part of something because I wasn't in the right social circumstance. I remember many moments where I just wanted to feel like I was being recognized or acknowledged in some sort of way. Even today, I often feel like that in many moments. I want us all to remember that nothing anybody ever does is ever quite good enough. There's always somebody that's better than you. And even when you're on the world stage and everybody's paying attention to what you're doing, there's always somebody and some other thing doing something else that is better, or you feel that you can't actually get there, and you feel that you're never part of that club. I think it's something that we all struggle with. We all believe that we are not quite there. And we all believe that we can't do this thing. So I'd encourage you to actually get over it. And how do you actually get over it? You start doing stuff. You do the thing that you actually want to do and you believe that you can't possibly do. And yes, you're gonna look ugly. Everybody always looks ugly when you start. Everybody always looks ugly halfway through. Everybody always looks ugly towards the end when you're top of the field. Here's the thing though. You feel absolutely ugly. No matter what is going on, whatever you're doing, you feel ugly at it. You feel like you're not doing it properly, you're not pushing hard enough, that you are never ever quite there. But bystanders, they're looking at you and they're thinking, oh my God, that person is pretty amazing. Look at what they are actually doing. I can't imagine myself doing that. And they're thinking the same thing. So I really want you to get over the feeling that you are not good enough. I think that's honestly the reason why we don't have more innovation, entrepreneurship, people doing really cool and creative things, is because that they feel that they are not good enough. And I always have to rail back when people say, well, those people should not be doing that particular thing because there's no career prospect in that particular thing. Absolutely, that there is that possibility. However, you're completely wrong about that individual person. Now, here's the thing. You need to look at that particular career prospect or that thing that you're doing and figure out a way to make it actually profitable, so it can pay for yourself, or to give you joy and make you feel like you're actually belonging to something. That's the more important thing. It's not whether, I want you to think about this, right? There's a lot of painters in this world, and many of them are dirt poor. But there's a lot of painters in this world, and many of them are unbelievably rich. I want you to think about how you can pursue these things in a way that you can actually do a good job of it. And then also figure out how you can actually do something that has value in it. So just because that you feel that you're not good enough or somebody else is better than you doesn't mean that you shouldn't start to do this thing. That is nonsense. There's a lot that you should actually be doing if you simply just chose and went after that particular thing. Now, when you start, again, you're going to feel ugly. And when you're halfway through, you're going to feel ugly. And here's the thing too, is that when you start and halfway through and beyond, people are not going to recognize you and they're not going to care about who you actually are. And that's okay. You're not doing it because of some sort of external recognition. You're doing it because you actually like this thing and it's providing some sort of value to everybody else that's out there. I want you to think about how much value it actually gives you. If you were to pursue something that you don't want to do today, or you felt that you were not good enough to do today, if you were to pursue it and you actually did it, wouldn't that be an amazing value to you today? Give you some sort of inspiration to know that you actually did this thing, and then you could turn around and look at all of the people that said you can't do that, or that's not possible, or you're not good enough, or whatever that they would have said to you or thought, and you got those little tiny looks. You know those looks, those little looks that everybody knows that they're judging you in some sort of way. You can turn around at that moment when you've done it, and you've done it multiple times, and you've done it many times, and you actually get good at it. You can turn around and do one of these to them. I just want you to remember that that is incredibly rewarding, to be able to turn around and say, I did it despite you. So remember that. So get out there and start doing things that you're afraid to actually do. You're not good enough. You're actually really good at it if you actually start and you keep going at it. All right. Take care and have a wonderful day. Bye.